Welcome.
Thank you, SAAKT, for introducing me and having a very good ice-breaking session with everyone here. Good evening to our General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster, Chin Li Hua, and our distinguished guests, and also all the members tonight. This is the second last meeting of this term. This is the 25th meeting of Just For You Toastmasters Club. And tonight, we are going to talk about 25 hours. When I talk about 25 hours, let's imagine when you were younger or in the years that we had the good old days. Have you ever heard about this watch? The brand is 25 hours. And that time, I still remember the first watch that I received was the brand of 25 hours. My mom bought it for me. That time, I was also still young, Boon Yong. And I was wondering, why did we have 25 hours? There are only 24. How can we have 25? With the gift given by my mom, I know that we have to value the time because it's impossible for us to have 25 hours. And if we had 25 hours every day, that would be an extra of 365 hours. If even you were given 1 hour extra every day and 365 hours for a year, would you make a difference? Would you spend that 1 hour something that you don't know? Or would you use that 1 hour to sit down, relax, do nothing? Or like a lot of young people here, I'm also young, we play games till we can't play it anymore. What would you do? So, what makes a difference if we only have 24 hours a day? 24 hours, it means we have a lot of time in our life. Would you spend 2 hours bi-weekly, means 4 hours a month, and that is 1 hour a week to learn to improve yourself? In Just For You Toastmasters Club, we aim to help everyone from Chinese speaking background to speak more fluently in English. We are here just for you to help you grow, learn, and excel together. Although we do not have 25 hours a day, you can still spend average 1 hour per week to learn together. And we have so many people who share the same difficulties. English is not my first language. My first language is Mandarin. Those who know me, they know I speak Mandarin well. In fact, I speak better Mandarin than my English. And here we are today with the same background, with the same difficulties in learning English. We know each other. That is how we create this conducive learning environment for every one of us here. And we can reciprocate each other's feeling. And here, I would like to announce that the start of our 25th meeting, we commence the meeting now. And next, I would like to introduce the Toastmasters of the evening tonight. She also joined us from last May and is the first year of her journey in Toastmasters. I still remember she texted me saying that, Hui Chin, thank you for bringing me to Toastmasters. I felt that I improved. And tonight, we are going to see how much she has improved and how happy she is now compared to 1 year ago. Let's put our hands together and welcome our member, Toastmasters Yang Pei Yun. Pei Yun, the control is yours.
All right. Thank you, Hui Ching. Thank you, Hui Ching, for your encouraging words. Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. I'm Pei Yun, and I'm your Toastmaster of the evening. For the benefits of the guests here, I shall briefly explain the function and program of tonight's meeting. A Toastmaster Club is a club where members get together to practice their public speaking and communication skills. So at Just For You Toastmaster Club, we provide a safe and warm environment where members provide mutual support, feedback, and encouragement to facilitate the learning process. A typical Toastmaster Club meeting consists of 3 main segments. The first segment is the prepared speech session, where members get to deliver their project speeches. The second segment is the table topic session, also known as impromptu speeches. In this segment, the audience, both members and guests, will get a chance to speak for 1 to 2 minutes based on a topic selected on the spot, and feedback will be given to table topic speaker. The third and final part is the evaluation segment, in which all the prepared speeches as well as other aspects of the session will be evaluated by the general evaluator and her team. So next, I'm going to introduce some appointment holders tonight. Without them, our meeting would not be possible. So assisting me to kickstart tonight's program is our Sergeant at Arms SAA and also our timers today. She is Toastmaster Katie Yap. She will describe herself as a happy old lady. And to help keep track of our videographer and zone master, she is Toastmaster Makoto. She has been living in Malaysia since 2003. It has been 19 years. She likes Malaysian food and coffee very much. She said that she would like to invite you to enjoy a cup of coffee together. So she will be taking videos of tonight's proceedings. And thanks for her help. And James Chong, he's our art counter. He's a Mandarin native speaker. He would like to join a club which is especially designed for Mandarin speaker, just like us, just for you. So tonight, he will be keeping track of all the pose fillers used by our speakers. He will let you know if you have used a lot of okay, all right, actually in your speech. So let's put our hands together for the dedicated appointment holders. So to get the program going, I shall invite our language evaluator, our club president, to share with us the word of the day. Let's welcome Hui Ching.
Thank you, Toastmasters of Evening, Pei Yun. Today, we are going to talk about the word called reciprocation. What does it mean? It means the fact of feeling or behaving towards someone else in the same way as they feel or behave towards you. For example, our relationship here is based upon reciprocation. And then another example, he didn't expect any reciprocation of affection. So in Toastmasters, we talk about the word of the day, and we also would like to encourage everyone to use this word. And for the part of speech of this word, reciprocation is a noun. So it is something, a kind of feeling that we have for each other. So I would like to return that feeling. I can use the word reciprocate as a verb. And the feeling is mutual. We can say we have reciprocal feeling. And we can say we interacted with each other reciprocally. Some other examples that we can use in Toastmasters. For example, you can say, as a Toastmaster member, Ricky strives to offer valuable feedback to others during evaluation, knowing that reciprocation will lead to his own growth and improvement as well. Secondly, we can say the spirit of reciprocation was evident as Li Hua of Toastmasters volunteered to serve in the district, knowing that she would receive support and assistance in return for her efforts. And for everyone else, Toastmasters Club fosters a culture of reciprocation where members willingly share their knowledge and skills with others, creating a supportive learning environment. So in this reciprocal environment, we learn from each other. So if anyone in their speech, they use reciprocation, reciprocate, or reciprocal, or reciprocally in their speeches, let's show them our emotion. You can choose thumbs up, you can choose heart, you can also celebrate with the fireworks. So if anyone use it in the speech, let's encourage them by using our emoji. And thank you. Back to you, Pei Yun.
Right, thank you, Hui Qing. So now is our project speaker session. So for today's prepared speeches, we have 3 project speakers who have put in good effort for their presentation. So let's give them our support. Our first speaker this evening will be presenting Presentation Mastery Level 1 Project 2, Writing a Speech with Purpose. The evaluator for this project is Hu Yi Chu. She's a new member of Just For You Toastmaster Club, and it's a great pleasure to have her because today is her first club meeting. So the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. At the 4th minute, the green light will come on. And at the 5th minute, the amber light. At the 6th minute, the red light. After that, the speaker will be given 30 seconds to wrap up. After 30 seconds, the bell will be rung. So now I would like to introduce the speakers. The first speaker, he's the president of Ipoh Mandarin Toastmaster Club. He's also a globetrotter who enjoys traveling very much. He works as a Bahasa private tutor. And now we have Toastmaster Boon Yong. The title of the speech is Rising Above. Let's put our hands together to welcome Boon Yong. Boon Yong, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Hi, everyone. I'm Boon Yong. I grew up in a big town, KL, where accusations seem to haunt me every step. As a child abandoned by my parents, living with my uncle and auntie, I always being blamed for things that disappear, food that finish up, or even things that are in their 40. Hey, Boon Yong, where did you took the phone? Hey, Boon Yong, you broke the oven? Hey, Boon Yong, you ate the snack that I bought yesterday? Everything seemed to be my fault, my problem. This false claim pierced my heart and cast a shadow over my early years. But when I enter my teenage life, I make a firm decision to break free from the chain of those accusations. I refuse to let them to define me or dictate my future. So I immerse myself in my study and activities, school activities, to striving to prove my worth. However, they keep on saying and using the words such as, why you always like this? Why you every day did so? Why you often do like this? Even I just might only make once or twice of the mistake or the problem. Relentless of effort, I began to excel in academic, earning the recognition and respect from my teachers or peers. But it wasn't just about proving myself. It's about proving myself that I'm capable to make a change, despite the accusation. So I make some transforming. Who teach me and who taught me that? I would like to thank to a person that actually a stranger in my life. He taught me that I actually don't need to care what other people perceive. But this type of words have haunted me until now. Why? Just happened few days ago. My aunt again. She replied, she messaged me in WhatsApp. She say, have you took the newly bought bedsheet that you bought for me? I say, no. Then she say again, where is my bedsheet then? And I answer her, can you slowly find it somewhere? Maybe you keep it somewhere. And then she replied, I left it on sofa. It was gone. Are you sure you didn't take back home to Batu Gajah? I was very angry. That moment, I was teaching. So I quoted her words. And I say this type of words is hurting and suspecting. Because I want a harmonious family dynamic. I prioritize open and honest communications. I want understanding and urging my family members to share or to avoid some misunderstanding and miscommunications. So I make a step, that is, I make a call. Because sometimes messages, they mix up the feelings, they bring up a lot of miscommunications, and this type of words, sometimes it might be hurtful for you, but might be not other. So I call my aunt and try to explain to her, could you please stop like accusations? She said, I'm not accusing you. I'm not accusing you. I'm just asking. I say the word, why? Where is it? The word is not like asking. You can ask in a proper way. And I tell her, if you keep asking in this type of manner, your children or even me might not going to stay with you until you're getting older and older. This type of words is hurting and suspecting is not good in building a good relationship. So she she'll get angry, but I say, okay, take a deep breath. Okay, so let's talk why you feel so and why you say so. And I tell her my feeling. This is how we actually communicate. We family members, we have to communicate to come to a mutual understanding. So today, as I stand here before you, I reflect on my journey. I have grown into a better person. So I hope that everyone actually stop using words that is, often, always, you keep doing so. These words is not encouraging. Actually, it's a very damaging effect and false accusation. No one likes the words of every day, often. In Chinese, we might say, 你怎么每天这样的？你天天都这样的？你每次都这样？ I hate these 3 types of words. How about you? If you agree with me, please press 1 in the chat box. Do you like people respond in this way? Do you like people commenting in this way? I believe that no one likes. So let us remember the power of our words, our actions within our families, our colleagues, our friends, and especially towards the young one. We choose the empathy over judgment, understanding over assumption, trust over baseless accusation. Together, we can foster an environment where love and unity prevail. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Boon Yong, for your speech with full of positivity. Okay, I really admire your spirit of overcoming your personal struggles and moving beyond those negative thoughts. Okay, so now our second speaker of the evening will be presenting her project presentation, Mastery Level 1, Project 2, Writing a Speech with Purpose. She's MP Mock, and her title is Special Children. The evaluator for this speech is Wesley Chong. Wesley, he is from Klang Lang Park, and his reason of joining Just For You is to learn more English. Okay, over to you, CP Mock.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. Today, my speak topic is close to my heart, special children. You may be wondering why I choose to speak about special children today. The reason is quite simple. I am the parent of a special child. My eldest son is named Eugene. He's now 15 years old, and he was diagnosed with autism disorder when he was just 3 years old. When I first realized that my son with autism disorder, accepting this truth was not easy for me. Like many other parents in the same situation, I tried numerous of approaches, including to spend a lot of money to buy an expensive supplement, just hoping that they will aid in his brain development. I also dedicate myself to his school work, just hope he can perform as well as other kids. People won't label him as a special child. However, over time, I found that my approach and thinking were misguided. Many people still lack awareness when come to children with special needs. In the past, my friend and relative found out my special son. They were often to console me by saying that, don't worry lah, don't worry too much. Special children can be very talented one. Maybe your son can become a skill painter, a talent pianist, or even a ingenious inventor. Who knows? Maybe he may be next Einstein. Well, it's true. Some special children possess exceptional talents, but it's only applied to a small percentage of them. In reality, the majority of special children do not even know how to take care of themselves. Children with autism often experience difficulty with their behavior, primarily because of obstacles their speech and communication skills. These children make them hard them to effectively express their needs. Consequently, they may resort in an appropriate method to communicate their needs and design to fulfill their wants. I recall a special situation involved my son when she was around 9 years old. He removed his clothes and create noise in the public just because he disliked the food that we ordered for him. In the past, my son's action or behavior used to make me very embarrassed. People would scold me and call my son ill-disciplined. However, it's important to see the positive side of raising a special child. Honestly, my son has brought many beautiful for my life. He has a simple and pure nature, and he is kind-hearted. Nowadays, my son still have difficult time and can be troublesome too, but it has improved a lot if compared to his childhood. In fact, he has become very helpful around the house. He assists me with a variety of tasks like taking out the trash, hang up the clothes and correcting when they are dry, and also clean the table after dinner or after eat, and also folding the cube. So I often call him as a half-mate of our house. Why half only? Because another half is me. Okay. As a parent of special child, and I want to take a moment to share my thoughts. I really hope that our society and government will help these special needs children to make it easier for them to be part of our communities. One way to do this is by giving employment opportunity to people with special needs who have special talents. When let them to use their skill. We create welcome place where their ability can be recognized and appreciated. What this special kid theory need is our acceptance of their differences and uniqueness. It's not about trying to make them fit in or like everyone else. They have their own strengths, talents, and unique perspective on the world. Yes, let's us join focus to build an inclusive society where every special child can lead a happy and meaningful life. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Chirping, for your sharing. I believe that with your support and understanding, your son will be strengthened, will be empowered, and he will definitely grow well and grow stronger. So our third speaker, Victor Teo, he's a man who thinks that since most of what we say every day is impromptu, unless you're a lecturer, a newsreader, or a politician, table topic speeches should come naturally to us and are nothing to be afraid of. So this evening, he will be presenting Presentation Mastery Level 3, Project 2, Deliver Social Speeches. His title is Keep Half Your Words at the Top of Your Tongue. And the evaluator for the speech is Kelvin Chai. Kelvin, he joined Toastmaster Club since 2019. He's currently working as a semiconductor test equipment engineer in Singapore. His hobbies are reading books, watching movies, playing badminton, cycling, and cooking. Okay, so let's welcome Victor. Victor, over to you.
Class of 23, congratulations on your achieving a milestone. Armed with a degree from this prestigious university, you are about to enter the world. You are about to show the world what you have got. You are about to astonish the world by your talents. My speech today will be a short one for two reasons. I believe you have been lectured enough in this during your time here. And second thing is, unlike many commencement speakers who has a lot of things to tell you, who has a lot of advice, telling you what you should do, what you can do. I don't have that. I only have one thing to say. And that is not to do something. That is not to say too much, not to say too much too soon. Among my favorite quotation is this: among my most valuable possession are words that I have never spoken. This is by Orson Scott Card. Why? Statistics show the single most common cause of our regrets is that we say the wrong thing. We shouldn't have said it, we say it, and that causes quarrel, and quarrel are very messy, very costly. So if you remember this, speech actually is not a race. There is no prize for you to speak quickly. Instead, if you take your time, you keep half of your words just when they are at the tip of your tongue. The advantage of doing that is much more than the disadvantage. In Chinese, 话到嘴边，留斑迹. And another very wise guy, Benjamin Franklin, also tell us, remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the most tempting moment. Yet another quotation for you, for your keeping. Speak when you are angry, and you will make the best speech you will ever regret. And this is by Ambrose Bierce. I seem to be running a lot of this quotation for your benefit, but anyway, this is worth remembering. Always remember there is a space between stimulus and response. How you make use of the space will determine how happy you are and how successful you are. So class of 23, maybe, just maybe, one day you'll remember this old uncle who is so long-winded, who says so much to advise you not to say too much too soon. I wish you well, all the best. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you, Victor. I have taken and I have learned your life advice, okay, which is to take my time when delivering my speeches, and also keep half of your words at the tip of your tongue. Okay, the idiom. I first learned this idiom. All right. Next, okay. For the timers report, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Kathy.
Thank you. First speaker, Ng Boon Yong, 6 minutes 40 seconds. CP Mok, 6 minutes 2 seconds. Victor Teo, 4 minutes 32 seconds. Only 2 of them qualified for the book for the best speaker. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Kathy. So please vote for the best speaker. Are we going to vote?
We want to vote now or later?
Shall we proceed to table topics session first? We proceed to table topics session first.
Maybe check with.
How about Makoto?
Yeah. Come out already?
Okay. All right, so thank you for participating. The next on our program is the session where we get members and guests in the audience to participate in giving impromptu speeches. Our table topic master, the Vice President of Education, let's welcome our table topic master, Meng Ling.
Thank you, Peilin. Greetings. Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Welcome to table topic sessions. So for the visitors who have not yet to try this table topic session, well, this is the best way for you to practice impromptu speaking. So for Yanni, for Chloe, for Brenda, later you might give it a try, okay? Today's the table topic sessions are all related to the themes of 25 hours. So you may try to use the word of the days, reciprocation or reciprocate, reciprocal, reciprocally, or these 4 words in your speech later. So for a Toastmaster, to give a virtual thumbs up or a physical thumbs up if you heard our speaker use the word of the day in his or her speech. All right. Each table speech session will last from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the timer will show the green background. Timer, could you show the green background? Thank you. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, the timer will show the yellow background. At 2 minutes, the timer will show the red background. And time stop will be shown at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? If you are ready, could you please turn on your camera, look into the camera and give him a thumbs up. If you're ready, give a thumbs up, please. Great, thank you. All right. May I have the honor to invite Yenny to be the first speaker? Yenny, would you like to give it a try? Hey, Yenny, okay. So the first question is very easy, no worry. Give me a minute. Let me change. Okay, this is the first topic. Can you see? Describe your perfect 25-hour day. Describe your perfect 25-hour day. Yenny, over to you.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Describe my perfect 24 hours day. That I feel like very amazing if I have 25 hours per day. I will reserve the additional 1 day be my me time because now I feel like 24 hours is sufficient for me. If like to divide into sleep, work, and some personal well-being activity like exercise, I feel like I has very insufficient short of the sleep time as well as the me time. And the 1 hour, additional 1 hour, I wish that I can just like do something like can chill my mind. If I can do whatever I like just like reading or reserve 1 hour for hiking, and or just like blank my mind and doing nothing and lay on the sofa. So long as after an hour of me time that I could really have a peace of mind and I can be replenish my energy and so move further and for a long journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Yenny, for sharing with us your perfect 25-hour day with us. It sounds like a well-rounded, especially you mentioned about the me time. Yes, we have to love ourselves more with various aspects of self-care. All right. So now we come to the second question. May I invite any volunteer? I see Victor. Victor, so question number 2, is it okay for you?
Okay.
Great. Okay, this is question number 2. Here you go. Meaningful change in 25 hours. How? Meaningful change in 25 hours. How? Over to you, Victor.
If I were to have an additional hour in a day, what would I do with it? Most probably I'll be wasting that 1 hour as well. But as a philosophy, Mr. Russell say, the time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So what? 休息是为了走更远的路。I'll be using that one extra hour for resting. Maybe doing nothing, or maybe just thinking. Or maybe just resting, sleeping. So, extra 1 hour, how is it going to change my life? I really don't know. I don't usually have the feeling that, this I'm behind time, so I need more hours. The most important thing is always, given time, what are you going to do with it? Reading, I suppose, I haven't done badly on this department. Maybe nowadays is rereading, because with age, the memory retention become weaker and weaker. So what meaningful change if I were to have 1 extra hour? More reading. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor, for sharing your perspective on making a meaningful change within 25 hours through reading and also resting is commendable, okay? All right, now we come to question number 3. Any volunteer? Bunyong, did you raise up your hand, Bunyong?
No.
No, it's okay. Shall we invite our guest? Chloe, would you like to give a try? Or Brenda?
Can we skip this session because we are not ready for this yet? Sorry.
All right, no worry.
Thank you.
No worry. Okay.
Li Hua, ask Li Hua.
G, do you want to give a try, G? Or we
Have to, right? I think that it's good to give opportunity to those who are not holding any.
Yes. So anyone else? Nobody? If nobody, then I was going to call. I see a smiling face here. Wesley. Wesley, okay? Now, Wesley, third question for you.
And
all right. So this is the question. Which relationship would you strengthen in 25 hours? Which relationship would you strengthen in 25 hours? Over to you, Wesley.
Let's say I have 25 hours every day. The extra 1 hours, what the relationship would I like to strengthen? Definitely is the people I love, which is my family. That means I believe that every working adult, we spend a lot of time outside. Like yesterday, I travel from morning until midnight to go to JB, go to Johor Bahru to meet the customer, to meet the people. After I reach the home, my wife and my children actually already sleep. So let's say I have another extra 1 hour. I think it's good that special hours, if everyone have the special hours, the 25 hours, that everyone can just put down your handphone and sit together, and we chit chat, we can sharing our stories together. Then that's a very amazing moment. So this is meaning we need to keep in mind that how busy we are. We should at least 30 minutes a day, or during your lunch time or dinner time, that we can communicate together. You need to take care your wife and your husband or your family member. Just put out your handphone. Maybe we can talk about what happened in the school, in your office. Maybe you can laugh together. We can share our story, even there's a humor story, and we know that even the news about the Singapore lady, yeah, this is a story that we can share. Then I think it's very good. It's a meaningful moment that really we have 25 hours. Back to you.
Thank you, Wesley. I really appreciate your thoughts, response on prioritize the strengthening of your relationship with your family members within the given 25 hours time frame. Yes. So now it's at 8:55. We have last question. Okay. So anyone want to give it a try? This is the last question. May I invite James? James? Okay for you, James? Okay, now I give you this question. Oh, this question number 5. Okay, this. And see, what would time say if it could? What would time say if it could? Over to you. Use your creativity.
No idea. Okay, 青菜啦. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one day if the time, your own time come to you and say, I could. What do you want to do if you could? I could help you to have an hour for each every day for you. What do you feel? Yes, I could have extra activity. I could extra efficiency, effective more than the normal. But I would like to ask back the timer. Will I be faster, older than others? Yes, you will be more faster than others because you have extra 1 hour. Oh my goodness. Which means I got extra 1 hour, but I also more faster, older than other. It's something like not short and sweet. It's something like, hell and heaven. So by this choice, ladies and gentlemen, what do you choose? What do you choose? You want to reject the timer or you want to accept the timer? For me, sorry, both of them, I want to both of them, but reject the bad one. Sorry, timer. I want to keep the extra an hour. However, the bad one, faster faster, older, keep it back to you. Can you accept it? Let me think. Yes, if you can, keep it. So, what could you say the timer come if you could? Ladies and gentlemen, this is my limitation for explaining this table topic. Very tough one. Back to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, James. Thank you for using your creativity to share your thoughts on these interesting questions. Well, now time would probably say, time's up. It's 8:58. Thank you for all your participation and hope you enjoyed the table topic session. Over to you, Pei.
All right. Thank you, Merlin, and all participants for this exciting table topic session. So for the timers report, I would like to call upon Kathy.
Thank you, Pei Yun. All of them are within the time limit. All are eligible for vote for the best speaker.
Okay. All right, Kathy. So all are qualified to vote. So now please vote for the best speaker.
2, 3, 4. 4.
Okay, thank you for participating. So now let's have a group photo. Una foto.
Sorry,
Photo, are we
now
ready for the
group
photo
photo session? Okay.
session?
Please switch on your camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Okay, please switch on your camera. Hi, yay! 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone.
All right. We shall now break for 5 minutes, and please be back at exact time. Okay, so everyone, please come back at 9:05.
Okay, we have 4 minutes.
Meaning. What is the meaning?
What's the meaning?
What is the meaning?
If time could say, what would you say, right?
What?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's okay, it's okay. Good try, good try.
I want to figure out what is it? What is the meaning?
What is it?
It's too late to ask now. You
It's
should
okay,
have
it's
asked
okay.
just now. The meaning is,
Uh-huh.
if let's say the time can talk,
Can talk,
what do you
yeah.
think the time will tell you? I think the time will say that, hello, God given me 24 hours a day. What you guys want? Someone lesser time, someone more time. The time also very big check, you know. What can you do?
So which mean I answer correct or wrong?
No, there's no right or wrong in table topics one. It's all your own opinions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still can.
You can speak. You can speak. Yeah, hantam correct yeah.
Correct. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. I accept.
Punya also tak faham eh. But once you speak right, punya faham already. That means you right lah.
Yeah, I got faham at first. I
Not
keep
easy,
reading the
that one.
question also. But once James start his speech, then I understand.
I also don't know. I just hum down only. Could say the time can say if could say something very messy in my mind.
Yeah.
This one adds some mysterious and fantasy a bit in your speech. The time can talk.
When I can talk. Okay. Good.
Time. Can add some more. Huh, James? Time flies, 9:03. Ooh.
Coming in, the time would probably say, if not because of me, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Oh, the diverse dimension, universe.
Yeah.
You might be able to get the Best Actress Awards in Oscar.
That's James, is it?
Don't always say no time, Wesley. Yeah.
I see.
Oh yes, good one, Wesley. If time can talk, it will complain. Don't always, say no time. Everyone have 24 hours, right?
So translate into Chinese something like 如果时间
会讲话，
你要他做什么？
你觉得他会讲什么？你觉得他会讲什么？
OK。
他会跟你 complain 哦。你说没有 time， 我给你24个小时还没有 time 吗？咦 ，not bad 啊，my Mandarin。
Yeah, very good.
慧琴教我的 ，I always talk to 慧琴。
You make us reciprocation. Gabriel, one
Reciprocate is not an easy word to use, especially the pronunciation itself. I took long time to be able to pronounce the word reciprocate. Yes. Normally people talk about reciprocate is love. In a very lovey time, that one person love too much, the other person don't receive it. So sometimes people receive it right, too much of love, they can't reciprocate right, they also will leave the relationship because it's too overwhelming. Yeah. So that's how people use the word reciprocate. They found that love is like an obligation that they need to reciprocate. But is it true? Love really need to be reciprocated. When you really truly love one person, you don't expect. If you expect, it's not true love. Wow.
That one is like personal. Yeah, we give it a bigger perspective.
歡喜做
I
這
treat
間
you
煙
well.
數
I treat you well, you treat me well. That is reciprocation. Reciprocation.
And it's another thing, right? In the management, right? They love to say, I scratch your back, you scratch my back. That means I take care of you, you take care of me. You don't kacau me.
Then how about the famous, you help me, I help you?
Yeah, Najib one. People start missing him, huh? No more kangkong story.
Right, all right. Okay, are we ready? Okay, so now is our evaluation sessions. Okay, we'll enter the last segment of our meeting. So the evaluations. Our general evaluator, she joined Toastmasters it has been 8 years ago, and she is an active member of Distinguished Toastmaster Club. Her biggest achievement in her Toastmaster journey is successfully author and publish a book with title Everyone Can Network. She launched a book on 19th of February 2019 through her High Performance Leadership Project known as HPL in Toastmaster Education Program. Throughout her Toastmaster journey, she has served six different club officer roles from SAA to club president, asset treasurer, and level up her leadership role to area director, division director, and TLI chair. Her life mission is to develop more competent leaders to make this world a better place for everyone. So let's welcome the B51 CGD 2022 to 2023 Distinguished Toastmaster Li Hua as our general evaluator of the evening. So let's welcome Li Hua.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Pei Yun, for a warm welcome and such a good edifications about my background. Here, these sessions on the evaluation is very important to all the speakers tonight because this is a sessions whereby all the speakers will learn about what is it the area that they did well, they can bring forward and continue the practice, and also the area that they can challenge themselves and improve their speech in the future. So the first evaluator I would like to invite is dynamic leadership proficiency Kowi Chu to give the evaluation to our first speaker. Over to you, Kowi.
Thank you, General Evaluator Li Hua. Can everyone hear me clearly? Because I'm outside. Yes? Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure whether my camera is it good enough. So I'm just going to address my evaluations. When you're raising a verb, the first thing that hit me is your voice. I really love your voice because as a teacher yourself, okay, me and you, we know each other, okay. So with your voice that I always love, I still remember the first time I evaluated you in Mandarin. I always told you that I love your voice because voice is the first, it's very strong for people to know you, to know who you are, to know you're a very gentle person, to know your speech is going to bring what kind of value, encouraging, very touching, very loving value. And of course, you have a very strong English vocabulary. Like you will use the words like haunted, dynamic, harmony, family relationship. All these things that using a very beautiful words, it can bring a lot of message. Like not say, she just keep chasing me or this thing. You use haunted. So it actually amplified the feelings of scary. So I really love your vocabulary. So this is a good part. And of course, the content of your story is very touched to our hearts. To be honest, your story is not one of the kind. I mean to say that a lot of people could be going through the same thing. Like myself, I'm raised in the single parents. I'm raised, and then I can, when you tell this story, you really touch my heart. Like, oh, somebody is MSE. So this topic, this content is very, very good to reach out to people. So I think maybe it could be one of the reasons that you choose this topic. I'm not too sure. So I really give a thumbs up for how you choose your topic, how you present, how you package it. And I really love is the last part. After we as a speaker, we would keep on talking, but we forgot to summarize our points, our value. But at the end of your speech, you actually put a very interactive question to allow people to refresh their memory about your speech. I will tell them, oh, do you feel the same? If you feel the same, please comment below. So this is a very good way to actually engage with your audience, to let them know that you are with them. You're not just on the stage or on the video cam just talking. You are actually telling them a story from your heart that is really, really good for you. And of course, being such a good, amazing speaker of yourself, I would like to challenge you. Maybe during your role, you can do some role play characters. So for example, when you talking about your aunt, like your aunt, how she responds to you, you can use maybe a more auntie, very sharp, very fussy voice. So maybe you can say in English, no, I'm just asking. You know, this kind of things that you can help people to differentiate the characters between you and your aunt, and people can feel the tension that your aunt giving to you, because by just saying that, or she keeps chasing you, or she just keep asking you the tension, might not allow others to really feel that tension. But by raising the voice, sharper voice, then people might have oh yeah, I feel the tension, oh I feel you, man, that kind of feelings. To end my evaluation, like what I say, I'm also same as you, a single parent, and also got me affected, and also people want me to perform well. But from your speech, I want to know more. What kind of value that you want to bring to people? Is it to encourage people to be more understanding of each other? Those are very harsh words. Or you want to tell people that all these challenges actually bring you stronger, keep you mentally stronger as a person. I do not feel a very strong message from that. So perhaps maybe next time you can bring a stronger message from that. Okay, that's all my evaluation. Thank you so much. Back to you,
Thank you, Chloe. Now, I will also give you the evaluations later on, since that the next evaluator will be evaluating on the same kind of speech. Therefore, I will evaluate together later on, okay? So next one, I would like to invite the second evaluator, effective coaching proficiency, Wesley Chong, to give his evaluation to CP Mok. Over to you, Wesley.
Thank you, Ji. Chaping, you got well done. I give you the 3 points you do very well. The first point is your voice is very clear and you are very comfortable with cameras. This is very good. So everyone, please give the big hand to Chaping. And second point, you are very courageous and strong. You use your own story to prepare this speech. You have a special child, really engage that your story, really engage the audience and lead the audience that focus on your story. We are listening your story. Your story very touching, and I believe that you always get reciprocations from your child. Even he is a special child. I think the third point you're doing very well is you call for action. You tell people, you call for the public or society to really understand what is a special children. They still can become part of the society, and they have own talents, and contribution for this community, even they are special. Besides the 3 points you're doing very well, I also want to give you some suggestions that can really to improve your speech on performance. I also give you a 3 point. The first point is maybe you can try to use a slide or photos with your children that they let us to know, to understand your child, or you know your child, your story about your child. Then second point, maybe you can try to adjust your camera angle. You see, this is your angle. You will see that a bit your head actually is hanging. Maybe you can put some angle become lower so we can see your hand gesture also. So same time, we also, the third point I need, maybe you can try to improve is that your hand gesture. So let's say your angle is lower a bit, everyone can see your hand. Maybe you can use your hand to really let us to really engage or more engaged with your stories. The last but not least, I really look forward to your next speech. I believe that you are the person with many stories. Tell us, we want to listen from you. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Wesley. Now, I would like to give the summary of the 2 evaluators before I call the 3rd evaluator so that you all can still remember what is the evaluations going on. Let's talk about Koichu evaluations to Bunyang. So thank you very much for all the 2 of you have given a very good evaluations based on the motto of our evaluation, which is evaluate to motivate. Therefore, when the recipients of your evaluation, they are feel motivated and they're not being condemned for the things that they're not doing well. Now, there is a way that we can help them to polish their speech better without condemning them, whereby the sandwich method. So I feel that the both of you are doing very well on the sandwich method itself. I would like to give more in-depth evaluations to help the speaker better to fulfill the speech objective, because each of the speech project, they have the particular objective. For example, for Bunyang and CP, their speech objective is to write a speech with purpose, and they have to deliver a speech with purpose. For Koi, I like the last part that where you say that you found that the message, the value of the message is not being brought up well. And you wanted to ask Bunyang to actually strengthen on that. So can we add on something like that? How to strengthen it? Remember that I asked you all to read about the handout. There are 7 speeches organizational structure, whether it's chronological, topical, spatial, causal, comparative, problem solving, or particular, general, particular. In this case, which is the organizational structure would you like to introduce to or suggest Bunyang to use? I feel that Bunyang can use that, maybe the cause and effect, because there's something happened to him. He's been like every time being talked down or being blamed, right? So what is the impact in him, in his life? Then he share about the impact. So it's about causal, the cause and effect. And how is it that this impact, how does this kind of word that is being brought up, right, from the auntie that saying the same thing again about him, even though he didn't do it many times, just one time, and then he'd be like, say, you always do like that. And how does it impact him in his life? And what is his advice to those parents, and especially to the caretaker? So he must be having certain group of people that he want to target. So you may want to highlight to him that, Bunyang, your speech is targeted to who? Is it to the parent? Is it to the caretaker? Or is it to the general public? So then the speech become more purposeful. We're talking about speech with purpose, correct? So just that little things over there. Now, as for Wesley, your evaluation, thank you for very encouraging and very sensitive in giving your, empathy and sensitive is very important whenever you give a feedback, especially in such topic, So here in your area for improvement, you talk about like adjust camera, gesture. Well, it's not wrong, but I'd like you to emphasize more on the purpose of the speech again. So in this case, what can you do or propose to CP in order to make her speech more inspiring? I'm sure her speech is very inspiring for especially people like us who are very blessed, right? And we would like to know her more. And she actually wants to inspire all of us to also aware of the parents or the family who has a special child. So where is it that we want to put in there? So in this 7 type of organization speech, you may want her to talk about chronological, like when the baby is young and they grow up, or mixture of the problem and solution. What's the problem that they're facing? and how can we solve the problem? Because she did mention that at the end of a speech, she used a persuasive and inspirational speech at the end by saying that let's join hands to build an inclusive society. That is a very powerful speech. Okay, so we can look into this to make her more impactful in her speech itself. And don't forget, when we talk about the speech purpose, right, we also have the 4 different types of speech. Speech to inform, speech to persuade, and speech to entertain or speak to inspire. In this case, I believe that she wants to speak to inform, at the same time, she wants to speak to persuade. Same thing to Boon Yong as well. Okay, that's all from me for the 2 evaluators here. I think they deserve a big thunderous applause, right? I will invite the 3rd evaluator, who is Engaging Humor Level 4, Kevin Chai. Kevin Chai, over to you to evaluate the speaker number 3. Victor.
Thank you, Ji Hua. Congratulations to Victor. Victor, you always impress me because you make me feel like today I'm sitting in the university auditorium attending the graduation ceremony. Yes. So thank you, Victor. You bring me back for the maybe 20 years back. Yes. Wow. For this such a 3 to 4 minutes moment, I learned a lot of from you. The area that I always recall and admire, that would be 3 points. First, the sincerity in your social speech. As a highly successful and wise, mature image, I truly feel that, wow, when I'm sitting in the hall, I believe everything you say is so sincere and all the wishes to us for the good future. Second, the structural content with a very short and sweet opening and very simple, we can receive your key message that you want to deliver to us. Lastly, the close-up, not to say too much or too soon. Why? Why is only 3 to 4 minutes? That's not enough for us. Number 3, you also use the quote from the Benjamin Franklin to further enhance the point that you want to deliver to us. Wonderful. Let's give a round of applause to Victor. So as for my personal humble suggestions, there are 2 points. First is the engagement. There have always been a reciprocation between speaker and audience, right? So such as the commencement ceremony, you will say, students, today is your big day. Let's have a toast. Yes, celebrate this special moment. You can do that. So we can have an interaction. Number 2, we can share our personal experience. That will be more rewarding to all the audience. Example, ladies and gentlemen, why this message is so important to you all. Now, I would like to share my experience. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, in summary, we have image of sincerity, full of wisdom, and the structural content, as well as the famous words brought from the Benjamin Franklin. I believe this is very successful and wonderful speech. So I will encourage you, maybe you can add on some engagement and personal experience into your next speech. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Kevin, for bringing out the gist of this evaluations here of the speech. Yeah, because I like the way that you talk about how you actually toast, because in this speech, we talk about the social speeches. Previously, we call it the special occasion speeches. So what are the special occasions over here? Victor can choose about toast, acceptance, speech to praise individual or in a group, or even eulogy. So I believe that over here, Victor actually choose that toast. So here, you may want to suggest, Victor, to prep the audience by telling the TME to tell the audience, hey, today the audience you are in, I believe it's class 33 or something like that he mentions, right? And what is his position? That is he a lecturer? it is a what? A mentor. Yeah. So when we are new over here, we also have guests over here. We don't really get it. Why suddenly we need to toast, sir? What is class 33? Yeah? So that kind of thing. So it's good that to prepare the audience. Hey, you know, today you are all in the class 33 from where, and this is your lecturer or whatever. So that's where he come to says that, I think it's like, I believe it's like ending, already like finished or graduations kind of things. And they want to toast for the success for them. In between, inside the speech itself, I hear there's a lot of like lessoning kind of things that he's further teaching, he further inform and further inspire the students, I believe. I'm not sure whether that is the audience. So I believe that this is what Victor trying to do. So in the toasting, we will need to focus more on the celebration and who is it that the person that he need to celebrate. So this is the part that he need to emphasize more. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you very much for all the evaluator and Kevin as well. Let's give a round of applause for Kevin for his evaluation. And here is time for me to call the timer to read out the timer reports for all the 3 evaluators. So I believe that Kathy is the one who replaced Sulian, right? Kathy, would you like to read out the timer reports?
Thank you, DTM Li Hua. Chloe Chu, 4 minutes. With Lee Chong, 2 minutes 28 seconds. Kelvin Chai, 2 minutes 52 seconds. Chloe is exceed the time limit. Back to you, General Evaluator.
So do we still have best evaluator, including the, I still have one more, right? I still have one more, the table topic evaluator, right? Do you include, because I saw your, sorry, I need to check first. Your voting best evaluator is only for the 3 prepared speech, correct?
Yeah.
So when you have 2, do you still have that for the voting for the best evaluator when 2 is qualified, or do you disqualify for the person who exiting time?
We still vote for it.
So would you like to launch the word first before I invite Jane to do the table topic evaluation?
Jane is not including in the vote.
Okay, so how you want me to proceed before your voting, because in your agenda?
Yeah, can. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So the next evaluator will be the table topic evaluator. Let's welcome Jane. Jane, over to you.
Okay, yeah, good evening. I'm very nervous because I meet my leader this evening. I so kanjiong. Okay. Let's start my evaluation for this evening. The first table topics speaker is Yanni. Yanni, when you get the topics, you can speak directly because you know the topics, what is the meaning, you can get it then. So you share, if you have a 25 hours, you like to have your me time and hiking or reading and anything else, you describe all the one, you have an extra 1 hour and can do your preferred things and relax yourself except the 24 hours. Then you have extra 1 hour, you can have a me time. When I listen your speech, I feel your happiness in your heart. Then we can also have a same feelings with you. So if I want to give one area improvement, I would like to say, when you get the table topics, you don't need to speak directly because you have a 30 seconds to think and organize your speech. So when you get the topics, you let your heart, you just waiting 30 seconds and think how you organize your speech, then you can deliver your speech properly. That is my recommendation to you. Then the second one, Victor. Victor is our regular table topic speaker in our club meeting. So when Victor get the table topic from our TTM, I feel like Victor also have same content with the Yanni. So he sharing what meaning change in 24 hours, how, or you want reading and resting at all. So when you describe your extra 25 hours, then at the end, you can add your value to us and how you prefer two hobbies in your life. Then we can know, oh, resting and reading is meaningful to relax our heart, and we can have a more time to rest, and reading is can increase our knowledge. Then is as your in conclusion is better to inspiring us. Then the third one, Wesley, I like your speech because when the topics related with relationship, you will tell us family is important in your life. So I can feel you relationship with you and your family is very close. So I also really can feeling you are a good father in your family. So at the end, I have one recommendation to Wesley. Wesley, when you deliver your speech, the first you directly to you deliver the point. Then after that, when you forget how you want to deliver your speech, then you will repeat the same speech before. Then you will continue your speech at the end. So I have one recommendation to you. When you get the topics from TTM, you don't say quickly. You give yourself 30 seconds and you think how the topics you want to deliver to us and the value you want to give your audience, and we can learn more how the closing relationship with your family. We also want to learn because all the relationship is complicated in our life. So you can share your experience to us. We also want to learn. So thanks, Wesley. And the last table topic speaker, James. James is our humorous member in our club because when he get the topics from our TTM, he like so excited. Then deliver the speech. I think I really admire you already. James, because the topic is difficult for me, but you can deliver the speech very well. So you are my surfers now. So at the end, not recommendation for James because your topic is really difficult. Then at the end, I still have a time, so I would like to share the tips about the table topics, because the first thing when we get the topics from TTM, we give ourselves 30 seconds first, because when we not start deliver our speech, the time will not running. So we give our 30 seconds to think and organize after and deliver our speech to our audience. The second one, at the end, we always forget to make a ending in our speech. So when we deliver our speech, don't throw fastly, because we are not driving a fast and furious car. So after we get the topics we deliver properly, then at the end, we have a time to think about our ending to give the value to our audience. And the third one, if we don't know how to deliver our topics because the topic is very difficult, right? We can ask our audience first, then we can get the answer for them. When we deliver, we will not feel nervous when we get the difficult topics. So at the end, my evaluation is finished. Over to our GE, not TME, our GE, Li Hua. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. I believe, Jane, what is it that you're lacking? I saw it's like 5 already. You have the strategic relationship and also the dynamic leadership and SR. It means strategic relationship 5 already. So what happened? Not DTM yet.
Because I'm still young in English club, so I will not put DTM.
Oh, is that so? You're already DTM ready, ma, right?
I still junior in English club.
Okay, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. I think Jane has a lot of improvement. Jane has been in my team for 2 terms. When I was in TLI team and when I'm in CG team, he's also my current team member. So I saw her improving every year. Thank you for this club that actually helped Jane to improve so much in her English presentation. Jane, in your evaluation, I have not much to add on because table topics is all about they're able to express. As long as they can express and talk about the topic, then they're done. The objective met. So it's very good that you are very attentive by able to pick up one point that they did well and also one area that you want them to improve. So basically, I enjoy all the table topic as well. Let's give a round of applause for all the table topic speaker and also the table topic evaluator, Jane. Next, I would like to invite James to give his counter report. Over to you, James.
Thank you, our GE. Let me share my screen. So can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we see you also.
Okay, so for the third one, timer as a Katia, she has 4 speed crunches, 3R, 1 Our G Li Hua, she has 6 speed crunches, 5R, 1 Our TME Yang Pei Yu, she has 6 speed crunches, 1R, 5 Our TTM Li Mening, 1 Our first table topic speaker, Yani, she has 4 speed crunches, 1R, 2 1 For our third speaker, Wesley Chong, he has 2 For me, I have 5 speed crunches, 5 For prepared speaker number 1, Boon Yong, he has a 1 CP Mok, she has 1 La. Sorry, this one didn't refresh. Okay. For our TTE, she has 3 speed crunches, 1R, 1 and 1 For our first evaluator, Koi Chu, she has 6 speed crunches, 3R, 3 For our second evaluator, Wesley Chong, he has 3 So congratulations for our ASA, Katie Yap, our grammarian, our second table topic speaker, Victor, our prepared speech speaker, Victor, and our third evaluator, Kelvin Chai. They have no speed crunches. Congratulations, give a big applause all of you. Now my report is finished. Back to you, our G.
Thank you, Counselor James. I believe that the you will have a lot of speech crutches is because of there's something that happened. Now, normally the speech crutches is because of you need to hold on to this. Let's say, for example, why is it that we need the crutches? It's because someone handicapped. So in your speech, why is it there is a speech crutches, or we call it pause filler, especially for the guests who do not know this, is because of the speaker, if they are not well versed with what are they doing, and they are not the master of the subject, that's where they will tend to have a lot of pause filler or speech crutches. Even today, I'm amazed to know that I have 6 speech crutches because I have not enough sleep. I've been like sleeping only 2-3 hours for the past few weeks. So I can't even speak well, actually. I know about that. Thank you, James, for reminding me on this. So for the guests, you know why is it that we have this pause filler, or repeated word like you know, that kind of things, or even la, la, is considered the pause filler. So we say that, my father used to say that, if it's a good speaker, and especially the international MC, they do not have any speech crutches at all in their speech. Hope you remember this. So today onwards, all the guests will count the people in the radio, or people who speak in the radio station, or people in the TV or drama. You see how many or they have. Right, great. Next, I would like to invite the grammarian, the language evaluator, our District 102 Club Growth Director, and also Madam President of this club. Hui Qing, over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Li Hua. So today we are going to learn some language together by listening to me, the language evaluator. So today, the word of the day, reciprocation. How many of you have used it? Congratulations, James, Wesley, and Kelvin. So we reciprocate your feelings, and thank you for using the word of the day. For the good use of language, I recorded quite a number of good use of language. From Woon Yong's speech, we heard early years means when you were young. Instead of using when I was young, he used early years, which is a very good use of language. Refuse to be dictated. So the word dictate actually means to be given orders. If we dictate someone, means we.
Hui Qing, you muted? Hui Qing, are you there? We lost you. Is she exited? No?
I think
Hui Qing, you are muted.
she's lacking.
Totally blank. Shall we wait for her, or I should do my summary first while waiting for her? What do you think?
First time, maybe wait for her for a while.
Wait for her for a while. Okay. There, Hui Qing, we are back.
Yeah, because of the connection. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
So we continue. So I quoted her words. Quote. Quote means you repeat the word someone has said before. So we have a lot of quotations today and a lot of quotes that we are going to be sharing later. Stop your accusation. That is very powerful words to stop someone from accusing. False accusation means something that is not true. Accusation that is not true. Astonish the world. This is said by Victor. So astonish the world means to make them surprised. Other than that, I like the topic. Keep half your words at the tip of your tongue. It is very profound and meaningful. Then we can also say, remember not only to say, this is the quote by Benjamin Franklin. I'll record here for your reference. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. So what does it mean? It means you can say the right thing at the right place, but it's more important and more difficult to stop yourself from saying something at the very tempting moment. This is a very profound quote that all of us can bear in mind. And he also talked about speak when you are angry, and you will make the best speech you will ever regret. So when you're angry, it means it's the time for us to keep quiet. Other than that, he also mentioned the time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. And he said this in Chinese, and I was thinking what should be the appropriate English explanation and expression. So I thought of this. Resting is for the further journey ahead of us. So you could translate it in the way that you understand it. Our relationship is complicated in our lives. This one was said by Jane just now. I think it can be complicated and reciprocated at the same time. The vocab, because just now CP used some of the vocab that some of our members might need more understanding. So I put it here. Autism disorder is a kind of disorder that it might happen when we were born, okay? And then special need, so people with special need, kind-hearted, unique perspective. I like this because when we see things, we thought that our way of seeing things are correct. However, there are other perspectives that we can respect and we can take it as a reference. Inclusive society. We hear the word inclusive. So what does it mean? Inclusive means we are able to accept all kinds of different people in the society. So to be inclusive means we are not looking at the skin color, whether you look beautiful, handsome, we are inclusive to everyone. Long-winded means like to nag and repeating the same thing for a long time. Suggestions of the language used on pronunciation. Let's see this one. Most of us times we forgot to pronounce the word ed. So he is talented is an adjective. He has the talents, then that is a noun. So we can improve on this, the ed sound. So at is pronounced here in this case. The suggestion on the use of language, we can say, did you taken your dinner? So it's not appropriate to say this way. If you say, did you take or did you eat your dinner, we have with a specific time. Most of us, like Chinese association, Chinese community, we like to say, 你吃饱了吗? However, in English society, they would think that you want to ask them out for dinner. So when you ask, have you eaten or have you had dinner to Westerners or English-speaking people, they might think that, oh, okay, I haven't eaten. So do you want to give me a treat or something, or shall we go together? Okay, have you had? Yes, you say, have you had or have you eaten dinner? And why don't we use the word take? When we use the word take, with the meaning of eat, right? So we take medicine, we take vitamins. Do you take sugar in your coffee? For meals, we use the word eat or have. I have breakfast, I have lunch, I have dinner. For meals, things that you can fill your stomach. That is why we never say eat medicine. If you eat medicine, oh my God, it's very, very pathetic. Because why? When we use the word eat, means it can fill your stomach. If you eat medicine, means you have to eat it until you're full, you know. So we only take medicine. All right. So I joke him. You can say I joke with him. When I reach home, more faster, most of us will make mistake like that because we like to say, oh, he's more taller. Actually, when we have ER, we don't need to use the word more. We say much faster. He's much taller. He's much better than me. That is the comparison. If we want to say a lot, then you use the word much. Ganzhong, we can say nervous. Fastly, you say quickly. There's no such word as fastly. However, we use the same word as fast. For example, the car is fast. Okay, I run fast. Both of them are adjective and adverb at the same time. So don't speak fastly. You can say don't speak immediately, or do not rush into speaking. There are different ways of expressing the same meaning. For the knowledge extension, I'd like to talk about the pronunciation part today. When do we pronounce the word ed? Sometimes you heard people pronounce the word ed. Sometimes ed is not pronounced. So when do we pronounce it? First of all, the voiceless sound. I want you to hold out your hand to your throat, and then you pronounce this voiceless consonants. For example, you say The S sound means, do you feel anything? Does it vibrate? Okay. Next, you try the voice sound. Voice sound, for example, you say Z sound. Huh? Do you feel something? Is there a difference? And there's vibration of the voice box. So when you can feel the vibration of the voice box, it's called voice consonant. When you cannot feel the vibration, it's called voiceless consonant. So for example, the last word, SS, mist, we pronounce it as mist.
Mist.
With a t sound. Yes, correct. Mist.
Mist.
Pump.
Pump.
So
Pump.
it's also voiceless. So we say pumped with the t sound. Wash. SH. It's voiceless. So washed with a t sound. Yes, with a t sound. Then voice sound. The voice consonant here. For example, comb. I comb my hair. So it's a b. So b. So it's voiced. So I combed my hair. So you just gently put your tongue up. Comb. Okay. So this one, tame. Gently with a d sound. So this one is very hard. T sound is hard. So the is gentle. And when do we pronounce the word earth? When in front of ed is d or t. For example, decided, wanted, or talented. So with the knowledge extension, that marks the end of my language evaluation. I hope that you learned something today. In Just For You Toastmasters Club, we always help each other to improve. And thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Li Hua.
Oh, impressive, Madam President. Let's give a round of applause for our Madam Presidents, also the CGD, Hui Qing. Wow, this is one of the grammarians that having such an impressive evaluation for the grammar. And I've noticed that you have like more time. Normally people in grammarian, they give 4 to 5 minutes and you have 10 minutes over here. And this is the purpose for this club over here. And I resonate with it as well. Very impressive. So now I will come into my general evaluation. Now just now we have go through together, right? There are some of them that I have not give my evaluation for the technical role, which such as like SAA Katie. Thank you, Katie, for taking up the SAA role and also the timer role at the same time. You wear 2 hats today. It's not easy to wear 2 hats, especially when you are not very proficient with the language. I admire that and admire your spirit of serving. I like that you actually check with the member whether you can start the meeting or not. Now in future, don't check. Time's up, straight away start, because your job is to call for meeting on time. 8 o'clock sharp means sharp. You don't have to wait for anybody for that. That is your right. You have the authority to do so. That's very powerful for SAA. And then the next thing is that SAA can actually talk about a little bit on the house rules. For example, when you're talking, then everybody mute the mics and ensure that everybody on the camera when we take picture. So you can set some house rules over here and also talk about that you will record so that you have the right to do the disclaimer to release any video or any voice recording over here. And what more that you can do is that you can welcome everybody and introduce someone that is new over here as well, even as an SAA before the president's coming in. Yeah, that's what you can do as well. So then that is for the SAA. As for the timer, thank you for the timing report. I think that you are very meticulous on the timing report. You can add in one of this, either you or TME. Like for example, time given 4 to 6 minutes. Time given 6 to 7 minutes, and the speaker took how much? Yeah, you can talk about that as well. Because at one area, you can see that there are 2 persons giving the speech at 6 minutes something. But the one that's 4 minutes, 32 seconds disqualified. You have a guess here. How come the 6 minutes not disqualified, but the 4 minutes 32 disqualified? Therefore, you have to say that, yes, for Victor's speech, his timing is actually 3 to 4 minutes. Therefore, we can extend to another 30 seconds, but 32 seconds means disqualified. You can actually say that. All right, good. That's all from me for the SAA and timer. Let's give a round of applause for our Katie, who wear 2 hats. Then I have President Hui Chin, who also wearing 2 hats as well today, to give her presidential speech. Now, it's very important that in every club that the president able to deliver the presidential speech. And that is the time that where presidents are able to instill and inspire and also guide the member, what is it that you want this club to be? I really enjoyed my time when I was president for the club, that I did not miss any of the presidential speech. Some people like to give away the presidential speech to their VPE, to their VPM, to whatever, but I am very greedy. I took all the 24, because 1 month we have 2 meetings, right? 24, the whole year I speak, because I want to learn to give the presidential speech, and I want to give my speech whereby I can improve my persuasive and inspiring speech as well. That's how we learn. And the president's speech is very important to all the members. If you know what you want and your vision of your club, that's where you deliver your speech there. Thank you, Hui Ching, for taking up this role and giving a very inspiring speech and also meaningful speech about the time, 25 hours. I remember that there's one company called 25 hours. Yes. Thank you, Hui Ching. Another applause for our Madam President. Very impressive president. Yes, you're very lucky to have her. Next, I have the TME Pei Yun. Now, Pei Yun, the TME role is actually very crucial role to hype up the whole meetings or to bring down the whole meeting. Over here, I think you did a very good job here. You did your job well. You introduced everything well. Now, there's one thing that I want to enhance your TME role, which is because we have a lot of new guests over here, and they may not know what is Toastmasters all about. So we do not skip the TI history, the Toastmaster International history. When is it being established? Why is it being established? Although you all are knowing in and out already, even you sleep also can speak about that. But there are new guests, so they do not know what is it. It's good to talk about that. And also second, after the TI history, you talk about the club history. How does just for you being chartered? I think you have a very beautiful history of the club being chartered. And the specialties of this club is only for the Chinese education or Mandarin speaker to come here to learn English, because you want to provide a safe place for the Mandarin speaker to deliver English speech. So that is something very important to highlight on. Then the next thing is that you may also want to tell people, either you or the SAA can talk about the VB, the virtual background. I was looking for that, and then someone else actually put on the chat box, I'm able to retrieve it. But no one telling, hey, it's in the chat box, let's put a VB together. So my friend here feel very left out because they don't have the VB with them, the virtual background with them. Because everybody have, right? So we can actually do that to make them inclusive. Today we talk about inclusive, right? So you may also want to highlight on the theme today as well. Yeah, so that everybody is aware about today's theme. Then you may also need to invite the role player to read out their role, like the GE, what is their role, the grammarian, what is their role, the timer, what is their role, so that the guests also know that, hey, we have people who playing this kind of role, so they are well informed, then they can follow us. Okay? And it's good also for them to read out their own role. It's also a kind of practice to speak out. Another one will be I just mentioned whether the timer or you will introduce the speaker. So it's very good that when you have the edification of the speaker each time when you invite them, you just need to add on this part is that you have to talk about the speech objective. Either you talk about it or you invite the evaluator, then the GE to speak out, to articulate on the note to evaluator as well. Yeah, so that the guest is prepared to listen to the speech, what is the objective of the speech, and how is it the evaluator should evaluate the speeches as well. Okay. Then talk about the time allocations. Then after that, you may want to prepare the audience for certain speaker. For example, Victor One really need to prepare. If it's not, we all lost. Why suddenly come and toast with us? Why suddenly call us the class 33? I'm not sure whether I mentioned it correctly or not. Yeah. Okay. That's all about the TME. Thank you very much, Pei Yun, to take this challenge. Actually, it's not everybody like to take this role, but when you know what to do with it, right? And when I actually very addicted to take the TME role, very addicted one, because it's all in your hand. How you want to hype up, how are you going to control the audience, how are you going to make sure that they are all happy and engaged with this meeting, okay? Let's give a round of applause for Pei Yun. Thunderous applause, okay? Yes, because of the role that she's playing. Then next, I have the TTM, the table topic master, Ming Ling. Yeah, Ming Ling, thank you for a very challenging topic. I like all the topic very much, especially the twist on the last one. Jim is like waiting for, what kind of 25 hours suddenly, what? Totally different. And he was really caught in shock. I really like that twist over there. And it's very sweet and simple, and you keep it within the 7 words, right? It's so easy to remember. So what are the areas that you can improve? There's only one area. It's like you have the topic, right? You have to mention the name first, James, and then the topic, James. Then over to you. Remember, this kind of culture we shouldn't take away or remove from it. That's all from me, Ming Ling. And can we give applause for Ming Ling for all her creativities in the topic, especially James? You can applaud further, more harder. And overall, I say that I'm very happy today to be invited here. Thank you, James, for never let me go. So persistently wanted me to come here. And I'm really happy to see all of your enthusiasm to learn and pick up English through this setup. And I feel that it's a very safe place. Even just now, Jane said, if you cannot talk about the table topic, it's okay. Take 30 seconds. If you go to other club, right, they say, hey, faster lah. Why you want to take so long? Right? So thank you for the very safe environment that you created for all the speakers over here. And I'll say this, that I love the environment here. And I may come again, but don't so fast, because I have my other 170 over clubs that I need to attend, all right? So I'm very happy to be here anyway. Again, thank you, James. Thank you, Hui Ching, and thank you, Jane. And also thank you for my 3 guests who are accompanying me here today. I hope there will be one of your members over here. I pass it back to you, Madam President. Is it your time? Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Li Hua. Thank you for your kind words and your encouragement. We are honored to have you here tonight. Next, we are going to award the best speakers tonight. Are we ready?
President will not yet vote for the evaluator.
Oh, we vote for the evaluator first,
Yeah.
shall we? So please vote for your favorite evaluator, who you think that he or she has done the best. Done? Shall we go on? Thank you, Makoto. Next, let's see who is the best speaker of tonight. We have 3 project speakers. It's a very difficult choice for me because all of them spoke very well. It was inspiring and it deeply touched my heart as well. So who is the best speaker? Are the PowerPoint slides ready? Let's put our hands together. The best speaker. Makoto, do you want to make it full screen first? You can press F5 or the button at the bottom.
Below.
Here. Here, down here. The button here. Can you see I'm drawing? Yes. Thank you. The best speaker of the 25th Just for You Toastmasters meeting, it goes to, drum roll please, Chirping Mo. Congratulations, Chirping. I really like your speech. It deeply touched my heart. Chirping, are you there? Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Need to speak
Very
something.
impressive speech.
So,
Let's take a photo
do you-
together.
Yeah, sure. I will take the picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Chirping.
Thank you, thank you.
Next, the best table topic speakers. It goes to, drum roll, Yenny T, our guest tonight. Yenny, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations, Yenny. Makoto, can we unpin Chirping? Thank you. Okay, Mengling.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Yenny. And next, are we ready to have our best evaluator? One moment. It's been a good meeting. We have 3 speakers, 4 table topic speakers, and also 4 evaluators tonight. So who is the best evaluator? The best evaluator goes to, drum roll please. It goes to, so tonight we have 2 best evaluator. Congratulations, Kelvin and Wesley. Do you want to pin me? Thank you, Makoto. Thank you. So, Mingling?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to Kelvin and Wesley. Next is my closing speech. Before I give my closing speech, I would like to ask Yenny to say a few words. What do you think about our meeting tonight?
I found very interesting as compared to I attended the Mandarin Toastmaster, totally different experience. So I'm glad that Liu Hua invited me tonight to join the Just for You Toastmaster. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Yenny. You're welcome to join us, be a part of Just for You Toastmasters Club. Here, we learn, we grow, we excel together. How about Chloe and Chloe's mom? What do you think about our meeting tonight?
Please wait. Okay, we feel very interesting, and then I'm so surprised that because everyone here, their English is very good. I thought this session is for Mandarin to English, but all of your English is very good. So really impressive. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Your English is also good, so you can also join us as a part of Just for You Toastmasters Club, and you can become better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you
Thanks,
for
thanks a lot.
attending. Thank you, Yenny, Chloe, and also Chloe's mom. And then tonight is the second last meeting of the first term. Our club was chartered on the 31st of May. And recently, 4 of us, we set off from JB. Actually, from Singapore, Katie came over to JB. Then Katie, I myself, Calvin, and Xiaoping, we went to and fetch Ricky. Then we attended Short and Sweet Toastmasters Club meeting together. At night, we traveled, met Boon Yong and also our prospective member, Diana. Actually, the club is only 1 year old. However, I feel that our heart, we are bonding together, heart to heart. Because in this club, we share the similar background. While our English might not be very good, however, in this club, we excel together. I'm so impressed with Hei Yun's performance tonight. She is a quiet, introverted, if I'm not wrong, and sometimes shy girl in the office. Most of the time, I don't see her on her seat. And when she's there, I will go over and disturb her because I'm DTM, Disturbing Toastmaster. And that's my job, to disturb her so that she can talk to me more. And I really enjoyed Jane's table topic evaluation. She could speak so fluently. Jane, if you have time, you can look back 1 year ago, your own video, compare the English that you spoke that time and the English that you speak now. You have made such a great improvement. And I'm very, very happy because everyone in the club, when you spend your time in this club and you become better, including Calvin, our president-elect, and also Wesley. You have improved so much. And even James, he could speak so confidently and also won in our Mandarin area contest as the second place in table topics. I would say this club is really, really impressive because we have amazing members. Koi, she attended our meeting for the first time tonight. I hope, Koi, you also enjoy the meeting so that you will return and join us as frequently as you can be. Like I said in the beginning, if we had 1 hour extra every day, what would you do? For me, definitely the answer is to attend Toastmasters meeting because this is where we can have heartfelt reciprocation. We can have good feedback and evaluation and also grow as a family as long as our hearts are together. Distance is never the problem because we will meet each other as frequently as we can. With that, we look forward to our lunch session tomorrow in JB. If you could come, we welcome all of you. And I announce our meeting adjourned at 10:14. Thank you for attending and good night. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. We should take picture together and send to Lynn.
Yes.
Yes,
That's right.
get together. Come on, let's pin and take.
Can.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes, we have
can
a
you pin
sister
Li
from
Hua
Thailand.
and me?
We want to show off.
And Makoto? Makoto, pin Li Hua and me. We are going to take a photo.
Yeah, we're going to show off to
Thank
our
you,
other
Chloe.